Good morning and welcome. We're really privileged and really excited today to have David Labuskes. He's Executive Director and CEO at Infocomm. Welcome, David. Thank you for coming. Now, pretty much you are the top guy at Infocomm.
That's what I'm told. It's an extraordinary privilege and honor to be the CEO and Executive Director of Infocomm. I certainly am not the top guy. I think the top guy is one of our members somewhere, and the organization is all about its membership and it's all about this industry, and I'm just a steward of all of that.
Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice. Yes, that's nice. I'm sure the members, or the platinum members, will be very pleased. You certainly have a lot of respect in the industry, both yourself and Infocomm, which I think is great. You put you don't put two great shows on, you put lots of great shows on. You're well known, obviously, for ISE, being the co-owner of this industry event, and Infocomm that you do in Las Vegas and Florida every other year. You must be very, very proud of the way ISE has grown over the years.
It's amazing. It's, each year we have expectations for the show, and each year those expectations have been exceeded. I don't know how public it is, but we have a little ISE bingo that we play as part of the organizing team. Both the staff of ISE and the staff of Infocomm and CEDIA that are here all guess the attendance number, and it's amazing the optimism that is in those guesses, and at the same time the numbers almost always exceed what were guessed by even the most optimistic of us. I think in addition to that, numbers are one part of the story. The other part of the story is the level of engagement that I see on the stands here at the show and the quality of the people that are coming through the door. And I think that's a reflection of our manufacturing exhibitors. I think it's a reflection of our channel. I've had the opportunity to speak to a number of integrators within the industry that are using this more and more as a tool to bring 50, 100 of their top clients and be able to show them opportunities and solutions in one location that they could never see anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, I think Mike Blackman has made mention of your bingo game a few times.
Oh,
before.
has he?
Yes,
okay.
I think so. Either on social media or somewhere, but it's not the first time it's been mentioned. So in terms of the fourth day, this is the first time we've ever had a fourth day show at ISE. Most people, I think, are pretty excited by it. I know NEC, where we are today, very excited. I know Bernd Eberhardt, the President and CEO of NEC Display Europe, has got meetings 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock tomorrow. Vice President of Marketing has got meetings at 4 o'clock tomorrow. What we're using it ourselves for is an opportunity to meet some more senior people than yourself. Some of your members are coming here tomorrow, which is great, with a bit more time to spend with us. The purpose of the fourth day really is to make sure that the third day, the Thursday, is very full, which I think is going to happen. Is there any other feelings that you have around about the fourth day?
Well, we've invested a lot in the fourth day. We've built Friday at ISE. We have an extraordinary keynote starting tomorrow morning. The talk about having access to the senior executives is something we've pushed very hard at. A lot of special networking events. I tend to agree with you. I think the fourth day is today. Every show has a first day and a last day, and then it has stuff in the middle, whether that's one day or whether or not it's 3 days, depends on the show. I think we'll see whether or not the fourth day was successful today. At the end of today, we'll know. There was really no choice. I mean, we started talking about a fourth day 2 or 3 years ago. The quantity of people that are coming through the doors and the constraints of the physical space, exhibitors like NEC have only so much space they can have at this show. If you have more customers that you want to speak to, you need more time because you can't bring more staff because you only have so much space.
Yeah, and because you have more evenings to party as well.
I don't know that ever happens here, does it?
No,
Not in this industry.
No, never. So if I was a global exhibitor, obviously ISE has an advantage by being pretty early on in the year. It's February. So I think it's always been January or February.
Yeah.
So they have an advantage. If I'm launching a product, I've got ISE and Infocomm's in June. I think I prefer to be in Las Vegas in the summer in June than wintry cold Amsterdam. But if I was a global exhibitor, how would you position to me the two different events? Bearing in mind that most global exhibitors of yours probably exhibit at both.
Yes.
But how would you position the two?
That's a great question. first of all, the attendance, the attendees at the show have very limited overlap. The exhibitors at the shows are really only about 40% overlap. About 60% of the people that are in North America's show don't exhibit here, and vice versa, with about 60% of the 1,000 that are here. And then finally, we all recognize that life cycle of product and product launching isn't an annual event any longer. And the importance of the trade show is shifting not just from a product launch perspective, but it's from a contact, and it's from a community and building and maintaining relationship perspective. And I think that there's no question that there's two communities, one in North America, one in Europe. Obviously significant overlap, obviously the world is getting smaller, but if I was a manufacturer, I would want to be at every one of the shows that Infocomm is a part of, and we actually have 12 of them around the world each year at this point.
Yes. Yeah, I guess as a journalist, I get to see the NECs, the Christie's, the Crestrons, whatever, and I just see the brands, and I didn't realize there wasn't as much overlap as you suggested.
And if you look at our Beijing show that's in April, there's even less of an overlap. You do have the global brands, but I would say a preponderance of the exhibitors at the Beijing show are Chinese exhibitors. Now, some of those exhibitors are exhibiting here. They'll be exhibiting in Moscow. They're exhibiting in North America. But it is a very Chinese show. I think that's one of the strengths of Infocomm's portfolio, is that we haven't tried to take a North American show and replicate it around the world. We've respected and built shows that reflect the marketplace that they're in.
Yep. That's very true, I think. And that's why I think Mike Blackman's done such a great job of building ISE up from 12 years ago, 4,000 people in Geneva, I think, to what it is, 60,000 plus tomorrow.
Yep.
We've got Mike Blackman on our show tomorrow lunchtime. We're hoping to eke out some numbers from him. He may know some of them. He may not give them to us, but we're hoping to get some numbers from tomorrow. Now, Infocomm also does some great stuff with trying to push the industry forward, education and standards. You launched a new professional development course as well this week, and we had Pamela on our show Wednesday talking about the women in networking stuff. So just give us a quick flavor of some of the stuff that Infocomm is really doing to try and push the industry forward.
Well, thank you so much for asking that question. So many people think of Infocomm as a trade show and don't recognize what we do the other 360 days a year. We are the trade organization for the professional AV industry, and as such, we really serve two roles. On one side, we're a trade association working with the various different businesses, working with the supply chain, whether it be the manufacturers, the distributors, the integrators, consultants, etc. On the other side, we're a professional society. We're working with the individuals that made a profession, made a decision or a choice to have a profession in AV. And we offer services there with regards to certification, with regards to education, training. On the trade organization side, we have the trade shows, we have market research. We're looking towards both sides of our membership to provide value to them. And all of the revenues that come from these trade shows are turned back into those types of programs. We develop standards that are recognized around the world that elevate the quality of the industry. Elevating the quality of the industry results in more value perception from our buyers, and more value perception, of course, equals more money. And at the end of the day, we are all in business, whether for ourselves or as part of an organization, and are driven by being able to increase the quality of what we deliver, as well as the dollars that are generated by that quality. Wow. So that's the mission of Infocomm. And the trade shows serve as fuel for that mission, but also as a keystone of that mission. Because when you think at the core of all of what I just described is the word community, and when you look here and see over 60,000, there's a number for you, that's an easy number. We have over 64,000 pre-registered people attending this year already. That's a pretty big community. Yeah. And it's a great foundation to build all of the rest of those programs on. Okay. I know I'm talking more than I probably should.
No, it's fine.
But we are really excited about the professional development and the education this year. We've tried many different formulas. Back to that, what works in North America doesn't work everywhere else necessarily. Europe has a culture of trade shows are trade shows and conferences are conferences. And we've had difficulty over the years of trying to bridge those two separations, but have wanted to be able to share the technical information and add content as part of the value of coming here. And the mix that we have this year with the on-floor theaters, with the conferences that are operating alongside of the show, as well as with the flash training that we're doing at our booth over in the center of 20-minute sessions, is leading to record attendance. So we're just blowing the doors off of any kind of training we've done here since Geneva.
Yeah.
So very excited about how that's worked.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so my last question then, so you finish here, you've already said that you work 364 days of the year around with all the other stuff, and we know that's true. You've got Beijing to look forward to, and then it's Infocomm in Las Vegas. Is that the two big things coming up next?
Well, in between that, we have Brazil. We have a show in Sao Paulo.
Okay.
That would be, yes, that's the rest of the agenda that gets us to Las Vegas. And then shows following Las Vegas are Mexico City, and then Australia, and then Mumbai, and then Moscow, and then Dubai.
David.
And I missed Colombia and Mexico City.
Well, we'll see you in Las Vegas. David, thanks very much for coming.